What if the person you love was never really them? What if your reflection had a life of its own? This story will leave you questioning reality and your own sanity. The story opens with a distorted lullaby playing softly over an old radio. The screen shows flickering images, an empty swing moving on its own, a cracked mirror reflecting a shadow that isn't there, a dark forest with whispers weaving through the trees. Then, a voice, soft and broken. It's watching, and it's waiting. A man in his early 30s, his face pale and drenched in sweat. His eyes dart around the dimly lit room. "I thought it was over," he whispers. "But it's only just begun." Jake tells his story about how his wife Mia went missing after they moved into their new house. At first, it was just small things. Strange knocks on the walls, doors opening by themselves, and that low, sustained humming that never stopped. Then came the messages, carved into the wood, scrawled on the mirrors. "Don't trust her." One night, Jake woke up to find Mia standing at the foot of their bed, her face completely blank. She whispered one word, "Run." But he didn't run, and now it's too late. The house began to change. Rooms shifted, hallways stretched endlessly. Clocks stopped at 3:33 a.m. Jake started seeing Mia everywhere, but her face was always just a little wrong. The more he chased her, the more twisted her appearances became. Sometimes her eyes were too wide. Sometimes her smile was too sharp. One day, Jake found a locked room he'd never seen before. Inside was a child's crib and a mobile spinning slowly above it, playing that same eerie lullaby. The walls were covered in drawings of a woman with hollow eyes and a grin that stretched too far. Jake's reflection grins when he doesn't. Jake discovers an old tape recorder. He plays it, and Mia's voice whispers, "It's not me." It never was. Suddenly the room goes dark. A scratching sound grows louder. Jake's breathing becomes ragged. "Please," he begs, "just tell me what you want." A child's voice giggles. "It wants you." The walls start bleeding black, and the air fills with distorted screams. In the basement, Jake finds a locked box and a note. The answer is inside, but no key. Desperation takes over. Footsteps echo above him, slow, heavy. He turns, and Mia stands there, her face frozen in a horrific smile. "Why are you doing this?" Jake sobs, but Mia's face starts to melt. Jake wakes up in a hospital bed. The room is empty except for the sound of the clock ticking. Still 3:33 a.m. A nurse walks in, but her face is blurred. "You're safe now," she says, her voice echoing. On the bedside table lies the locked box. Jake opens it. Inside is a mirror. His reflection raises a finger to its lips and whispers, "Shh, it's not over." A new family moves into the house. The lullaby starts playing again. Who or what is Mia? What's inside the locked room? And why does the reflection move on its own? Leave your theories in the comments, if you dare. It's too late now. Emily, sitting on the floor, her face streaked with tears and fear. "If anyone finds this, please don't come looking for me." Emily explains how she received an anonymous letter inviting her to an abandoned asylum, one that had been shut down after a series of bizarre and unexplained patient deaths. The letter only said, "Find the truth." When she arrives, the air is thick with unease. Strange symbols are carved into the walls, and a constant low humming never stops. A child's laughter echoes faintly. The deeper Emily goes, the more reality distorts. She finds a patient file with her name on it, dated 10 years before she was born. A mirror reflects her image, but the reflection smiles when she doesn't. An old clock is stuck at 3:33 a.m., ticking louder the deeper she goes. The walls have scratches that seem to shift when she looks away. Emily finds an old tape recorder playing on its own. A voice whispers, "You know why you're here. Finish it." "I don't understand," Emily cries, but the whispers grow louder. "Finish it, or never leave." The lights go out. Footsteps approach. Heavy breathing fills the room. Desperation sets in as Emily stumbles into a room filled with broken dolls, each one whispering her name. The air grows cold, and the sound of slow, dragging movement comes from the hallway. "Please," Emily sobs. "Tell me what you want." The whispers stop. A single, clear voice responds, "It wants you." The screen briefly flashes. "Keep watching for the truth." In the basement, Emily finds a locked box and a note. The answer is inside. She searches desperately for a key, but the whispers become screams. A figure stands at the end of the hallway, her own reflection, grinning. Emily's flashlight flickers, revealing glimpses of something crawling on the ceiling. Something with her face. "Why does it look like me?" she whispers. Suddenly, a recording starts playing on its own. It's her own voice. "I never should have come here. It knows me. It always has." Emily wakes up in a hospital bed, but something's wrong. The room is empty and silent, except for the ticking clock, still stuck at 3:33 a.m. A nurse enters, but her face is blurred and indistinct. "You're safe now," the nurse says, but her voice echoes unnaturally. On the bedside table lies the locked box. The whispers return. Emily opens the box. Inside is a mirror, and her reflection begins to move on its own. "You should have left," it whispers. The lights go out. The sound of scratching fills the room. Emily's voice, barely audible. It's not over. A new letter arrives at a different house. Find the truth. What's in the box? Why does the asylum know Emily's name? And who or what is her reflection? Leave your theories in the comments, if you dare.